Hi, I'm here today to tell you about the people that I work with. They think for a living and are called knowledge workers. You guys might work with a few. In fact, you might even be one. Teachers, doctors, architects. The people that I work with are software engineers. The world of work has been altered by technology, and as businesses increase their dependence on IT, ideating is what enables them to solve problems in new and better ways. Ideas and knowledge are today's currency. So look out, because knowledge workers are entering employment in vast numbers. They're changing the way we work. In London, there are 5 job vacancies to every knowledge worker. With so much choice, these people don't need to possess loyalty to organizations. No. They're in demand, and do you know what else they know? They know that they're clever. Attracting and keeping these people is one of an organization's greatest challenges. We call this challenge retention. Who remembers the days of employers holding all the cards? They're gone. Today, graduates are evaluating the suitability of an organization to meet their needs, similar to the way that they evaluate whether or not to download an app on their phones. This enormous shift in power means that these young business people no longer feel compelled to serve companies that do not serve them, which is how we find ourselves here, where the user experience of employment card trumps the human resourcing card as we try to win the game of retention. As one of the first to join our IT startup in 2005, I ideated over drinks. I wrote business plans on the back of my hand. I've even slept on the couch of my friend Richard, the CEO. The dream in those days was to work for the best company in the world. I took a break to have children, and by the time I returned, when my children went to school, the company had grown from 5 friends in Richard's loft to an office of 30 in a rather hip part of London called Shoreditch. Now, I was no stranger to the organization, but my experience of it post-children was that of a new employee. And even although among some of these people were my eldest friends, something didn't feel right. Something needed to change. The user experience of employment needed redesigning. If we have a think of the reasons that we hire people, we'll find that they may include the fact that they are clever, have good ideas, have the right attitude, and we believe that they'll make the organization better. But when they walk through the door, there's no "go be awesome" button. So you have this great new hire who's crushed 4 other candidates to get this position, and instead of feeling fantastic, they feel vulnerable, incompetent. And why is that? Well, there's just so much that they don't know about the business that just gets in the way of what they do know about the work. And the way that most companies like to deal with this problem? Well, they give this new person an induction presentation on day 1. Please stop that. So boring. Also, the minute we start doing something new or stop doing something old, the whole presentation needs a time-consuming upgrade. Working with software engineers, I know that they like simplicity. So here's what I did. I had to think about all the things a new employee needed to do in order to keep the business operational, and then I collaborated with the team, and we wrote down those things in a welcoming and friendly tone. And then we put them on a virtual project board, something like this. Arrive at work, sign your contract, meet the team, fill in a timesheet. Then we groomed the board, prioritizing and ordering the tasks, a little like release planning. And the result is an interactive online onboarding game that the new employee can play a month before they join. It primes the business for their arrival, and instead of wasting loads of nervous energy on day one, the new employee is fully briefed and ready to contribute as a part of their team. This tactical move has put the user of our employment in control of what got them through. Oh, no. You know those changes I was telling you about? Just one of those right over there. For those changes, the entire organization has access to the virtual game template, and any time that there's a change, everybody's encouraged to reflect that change in the template. We even have a Keep It Real card, which empowers the new employee to make their first mark in our organization before they've even joined. This tactical move has put the user of our employment in control of what got them through the door in the first place. It's servant leadership. Our business is serving the user's need for competence. And actually, we're just showing the new joiner that we've put as much thought into their joining the organization as they have. My next challenge was to engage the people who'd already come through the door without this introduction. The people that I'd started forming friendships with, often over a glass of wine in the pub, which, let's be honest, is my favorite place to make new friends. One Friday, we invited everybody to finish up early. We'd got some wine and some beer in, and we encouraged people to join us in our breakout area for some social whining. Handed out Post-it notes, and everybody was asked to write up the things that made them happy and the things that made them sad, and to put them on the wall. Well, that day, nothing to be happy about. So, we discussed the wines that formed in clusters because they were common. We generated actions, and we arranged to meet the next week for updates. What we were doing was we were responding to change requests. And by doing something about the wines, we were removing impediments to people being awesome. Actually, some people might recognize that what we were doing was being agile, and here's why it mattered. Our clever people felt empowered to make change, a huge boost to retention. Driving the changes meant that people found reasons to celebrate, and more people started arriving because they were setting and winning their own incentives. A couple of months down the line, wines and cheers had become our regular Friday social. And some of the people that were arriving at wines and cheers were new employees, so that they could get the scoop before day one and maybe sign their contracts. At this point, we were primed for change. So when a new employee raised a question about a contractual clause, it was like somebody had unlocked a new level in a game that I was becoming a bit addicted to. I blocked out some time in my calendar and so that I could read through the contract and understand what each clause meant. And then I wrote it in simple English. One of our benefits is innovation days. And what that is we give our employees time to grow some new ideas. Those ideas can be professional or personal. And we have this benefit because we believe that new ideas inspire others and spark more new ideas. As I read through the contract, though, it seemed like our organization owned all the thoughts. What? This did not align with our claims to value a vibrant entrepreneurial community. So, our team joined forces, and we challenged our IP clause because we recognize that we have more to lose by scaring away creative entrepreneurial people than we potentially have to win in the event that an employee starts a new and winning business. Today, our contract reflects that knowledge workers often have great ideas over beers. They don't stop thinking after work. We welcome the development of these new ideas, and we want to support them in the development of new and exciting digital products. Our intention is not that our organization owns all of the ideas, but rather that we enter into VC conversations similar to Dragon's Den or Shark Tank, where we can debate equity and discuss requirements for further development. Last month, we released Linkers and Thinkers, another game, to bolster our innovation strategy. In the game, people are randomly paired to have lunch and bounce ideas. Each person is paired twice, and to each pair, the thinkers bring the thoughts and entertainment, whilst the linkers make all the arrangements and capture all good ideas in a shared virtual ideas board. I'm fairly confident that in this culture, there will be ideas that solve existing problems in new and better ways. We anticipate that team members will collaborate for potential equity in a resulting product. I think there'll probably be ideas about employee problems that we can gamify. The impact, though, is that attrition in our organization is half in the last year of what it was 2 years ago. Clever people have stopped leaving for reasons that are within our control. By making employees the designers of their experience of our employment is how we are winning the game of retention. Thank you.